Part 1. In 15 seconds, lost with nothing but your hands, your body already knew what to do. Control your breathing. Build shelter before anything else. Trust moving water over still water. Panic was never the real danger. Losing your head was. The sun is gone now. Not dipping, not fading. Gone. And the forest that felt merely unfamiliar an hour ago now feels like something else entirely. Darker than dark. The kind of black where your own hand disappears in front of your face. Your shelter is built. Branches, leaves, a low spot shielded from wind. You did that with your own hands, and it should feel like enough. It does not feel like enough. Nothing feels like enough right now, sitting alone in a silence that is somehow louder than any noise. Here is the first thing that happens. Your ears take over. You cannot see past a few feet in any direction, so every other sense sharpens to compensate. A twig snaps somewhere to your left, and your whole body locks up, breath caught, heart slamming. You wait. Nothing follows. Just wind moving through branches you cannot see anymore. Your shoulders drop half an inch. This will happen again in 10 minutes. And again after that. This is normal. This is not weakness, and it is not a sign that something is wrong with you. This is every human who ever slept outside a wall, all the way back through every fire your ancestors ever built specifically to keep this exact feeling at bay. Crawl into your shelter. Pull the leaves and branches tighter around your body than you think you need to. Cold does not arrive all at once. It creeps in through gaps you will not notice until an hour from now when your teeth start to chatter. Close those gaps now, while your hands still work well enough to do it. You will not sleep. Not really. Not deeply. And that is exactly what your body should be doing. Full unconsciousness in an unfamiliar, unprotected space is dangerous, and some deep, old part of your brain knows this without being told. So instead of deep sleep, your body settles into something lighter, half awake, drifting, then snapping back alert at the smallest sound, then drifting again. It will feel like you got no rest at all by morning. You got more than you think. Broken, watchful rest, spread across the whole night, is still rest. It is simply not the kind you are used to. At some point deep in the dark, you will hear something that is not wind. A rustle with weight behind it. Movement that pauses and starts again. Your entire body will go rigid. Breath held so tight your chest aches. Do not run. Do not thrash out of your shelter in a panic. Movement and sudden noise from you are far more likely to provoke a reaction than silence and stillness. Most animals want nothing to do with you either, and the vast majority of nighttime sounds in the wild are far smaller and far less interested in you than your imagination is currently insisting. Stay still. Listen. Let your breathing slow, even though every instinct in you is screaming to do the opposite. In a few minutes, whatever it was will move on, the same way it moved in. The cold gets worse in the hours before dawn. This is not your imagination. This is simple physics, the ground and air losing the last of the day's stored heat right before the sun returns to replace it. This is the hardest stretch of the night, both physically and mentally, because your body is exhausted, your mind is worn thin from hours of half-sleep and false alarms, and the light you are waiting for still feels impossibly far away. Curl tighter. Pull your knees toward your chest if your shelter allows it, conserving warmth the same way every mammal on Earth has done for longer than humans have existed. This is not giving up. This is exactly what should be happening. Somewhere in this stretch, your mind will start to wander into dangerous territory. Doubt. Fear dressed up as thoughts that sound almost reasonable. What if no one is looking? What if you made the wrong choice staying here? This is exhaustion talking, not truth. Recognize it as exhaustion and let it pass through you without grabbing hold of it. Then, slowly, without announcing itself the way you expect, the black at the edges of your shelter starts to soften. Not sunrise yet, just the smallest shift from absolute darkness to something with the faintest hint of gray in it. Your body will feel it before your mind fully registers it, a loosening in your chest that has been tight for hours. You made it through the night, not because you were fearless. You were afraid nearly the entire time, and that fear is exactly what kept you still, kept you quiet, kept you inside the shelter you built instead of wandering blind into the dark, chasing an exit that did not exist yet. Fear was not your enemy tonight. It was the thing standing guard while the rest of you rested. The sun is gone now, you told yourself hours ago when the dark first closed in. But the sun always comes back. And so it